But before we get started, before I start presenting my screen and all that, I would like to get to know the people on the call. Just give me a second. I'm going to have to make my screen bigger. All right. Hello, everyone. Okay, yeah, I can see all the thumbs up now. Thanks for taking our time to join my session today. Really appreciate you taking our time to join the session today. So today we're going to be talking about something very interesting, which is majorly going to be around AI. AI. Okay. So have you guys? I know majority of you have. Obviously, that's something that is embedded in everything that we do today. So AI in WhatsApp, AI in Instagram, there's AI literally everywhere on Excel, Power BI. There's AI integration happening every single place. But you see, in the last couple of months, I've been talking to quite a number of people based in Nigeria, or even across the world, really. I'm currently based in Canada. So I get to speak to people literally across the world. And I talk to employees, I talk to employers, and the question I usually ask them is, what are you guys working on at the moment? What are you guys doing at the moment? And the conversation always ends up in AI, one way or the other. Okay, so is it out, for the employer, they're looking at how they can, they're looking at how they can implement or add AI into the stuff that they do at the moment. In terms of employees, they are wondering how to get started using AI. So a lot of people know, I've heard of AI, AI this, AI that, AI this, ChatGPT, Claude, the likes of Google Gemini, and there's so many out there. But you see, because there's so much information out there, people really don't know how to get started. Okay, people find it difficult on how to get started. And I remember, when I was looking at getting started in my own career, when I started my career as a data professional, there was so much information out there that I got overwhelmed. Okay, I got overwhelmed as to what do I need to learn first? Where do I start? Okay, I want to become an AI engineer. Okay, I want to become an AI automations professional. Or I want to go into AI, but specific for data professionals. Or I want to go for AI, but just HR. I don't need to learn everything in AI. I just wanted to learn. I just want to learn AI, and I want to know how to get started in AI. If that is a burning question of yours, we're going to answer your questions today. If that's like a burning question for you, okay, I'm going to take our time today to answer your question. So the topic that we're going to be handling today is everything you need to know about AI and how you can land your first AI role or own your own AI agency. Now, this is something I've been doing for the last, I would say, last year now. Okay, I started working as an AI engineer. Okay, and I moved into consulting, so where I service people literally across the world, helping them kickstart, implement AI within their solutions, within their businesses, and so many other things I'm going to be sharing with you today. So you see, that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you're excited to be here, guys, I want you to drop a one in the chat. Drop a one in the chat if this is a question. Okay, I can see Ifeoluwa. Ifeoluwa is saying that that's a burning question for me. I have tried a couple of YouTube videos. Yes, I know. We've all been there. You see, when I even wanted to start my own AI career, I was asking the same questions like, where do I get started from? What tools do I learn first? Where do I need to learn first? And there's so many first questions that you need to have. And you see, a lot of people get stuck on that learning phase. Oh, I need to learn. I need to learn. I need to learn. I need to keep learning. I had a session yesterday, and the person was like, why 4 weeks? Don't you think 4 weeks is too short? Don't you think 4 weeks is too short for you to accomplish all these things that we're going to be talking about today? Don't you think 4 weeks is too short? And that's really what the mindset I brought into today's session. Like, okay, if we have beginners in the house, most people as beginners would always feel they need so much time to learn. It's AI. Oh, because it's AI, because of the buzz itself. Most people will think that, oh, I need to spend the next 6 months, 8 months, 1 year learning this particular thing because, it's the neat thing, it's the in thing, and that's what most people are talking about. All right. So I need to spend years learning this. I need to spend the next 6, 8 months, 1 year to learn it so I can be very good. But you need to be very good to succeed in a career. You need to be absolutely successful, very good in it in order for you to have a successful career? Absolutely no. But that's another question. Okay. So that's the reason why we're having a session today. And we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about AI and how you can land your first AI role okay, or start your own agency, have your own business where you service a client, just like I do at the moment. Okay, so I can see a lot of one in the chat, so I know you guys are excited. You know, the session is totally recorded. The session is recorded from the top to bottom. If you would want to watch the recording after the session, because we're going to be discussing quite a number of things. If you want to watch the recording after the session, please do well to fill the attendance. So my colleague Treasure is posting the attendance link in the chat. So all you need to do today is just fill the attendance and listen to me. Those are the two things that you need to do. Okay, two things: fill the attendance and listen to me. That's all you need to do. I mean, if you want to write down things, that's fine. I'm going to be sharing the slides, the materials, the video. So you really don't need to write. You don't need to jot down anything just yet. You just need to listen to me. That's all you need to do in today's session. So listen to me and let me walk you through how you can get started in AI. Okay, so let's go straight into it. All right, so how many of you have heard of the analytics business before? If this is your first session ever, give me a number 2 in the chat. 0. Let me put 0. Put a 0 in the chat if this is the first time you're hearing of or you're joining the session from the analytics business. 0. 0, 0, 0. Okay, we have a couple of newcomers in the house. Fantastic. Okay. For the newcomers in the house, I'm going to go straight to just introducing you to us, you know, what we do and so on and so forth. All right. So with analytics business, we are a leading e-learning platform. Okay. We've been in existence for the last 5 years. Okay. And in the last 5 years, we've helped businesses, we've helped individuals upskill themselves within the tech space. All right, so even looking at individuals, we've helped individuals across 4 continents. Okay, that's Africa, Europe, US, that's the America, and the Middle East. Okay, Middle East, Russia, and the rest of them. All right, we've helped people literally across 4 continents, and we've helped them transition into the tech space. So we have a ton of testimonials of people literally across the world that are looking at transitioning into the tech space. They know where to get started. They came into analytics and we were able to hold your hands and guide them through how to kickstart their career within the tech space. I'm going to be sharing some testimonials with you that you will probably relate better with. Okay, so you get to see exactly what I'm talking about today. Now, the other side is the B2B aspect, businesses. So quite a number of businesses in Nigeria, across Africa, across Europe, also reach out to us to upskill their staff. So if your staff are currently are looking at learning AI skills, we will train you on AI skills. We'll come into your business and customize the training to suit your business better. Number 2, we could also, whatever skills that you're looking at, it could be analytics, it could be cybersecurity, it could be project management, it could be any skill, like in literally any training program, tech training program, that is tech-related training program. We would customize the training program to service the business. So we service both individuals and we also service businesses. Okay, so if currently in your office, instead of you paying for the training program, you can tell your HR, the HR within your organization, tell them that, okay, come on, I want to do this training program and I want them to do it for our organization. Okay, so once you just link us up with your HR, we will do that for you easily. Okay, and it's way more cheap. It's cheaper, way cheaper for us to come into your business to train your staff. Okay, so but that's that. So that's what we do, and we're doing this for the last 5 years. We've serviced businesses literally across the world. We've serviced individuals also across the world, and that's what we do at analytics business. All right. So who is this guy talking to you today? Who is this person? Who is this person talking to you today? What gives me the yardstick? What gives me the effrontery to speak to you on AI today? Okay. If we rewind 10 years ago, I would not be the best person. I would not have been the best person to talk about AI or anything tech related. The reason that is I also graduated. I come from a non-technical background. Okay, I'm coming from a non-technical background. I studied economics from Leeds City University in Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. Obviously, after getting my degree in economics, I decided to get my first job. Okay, I got my first job and I was working in Lagos as a consultant, a management consultant back home in Nigeria. Okay, so and I did that for 4 years. But working as a consultant, I wanted to change my career. I wanted a career change. I wanted to do something different. As a consultant back in the days, you would get to talk to a lot of people. So I was working with majority of the banks back home in Nigeria. So First Bank, GT Bank, Eco Bank, and the rest of them. Majority of the banks. I worked with CBN, I worked with NDIC, SEC, and the rest of them. So while I was working with this organization, as a consultant, you get to talk to people a lot. So for my own personal career, I didn't want to talk to a lot of people. Okay, I wanted to just sit down by myself, okay, in front of my screen or in front of my laptop and do something. Now that thing, I did not know what it was. Okay, at the time, I just knew that I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want to interact with clients. I didn't want to do all those kind of stuff, okay, because it was mandatory. It was part of the work itself. So I wanted something where I would just be on my laptop, work from anywhere, and I'll be okay. And this was about 10 years ago. And I decided to make that research, and I found something, and I found data, okay? So I decided to go into the data space, learned as much as I could. I spent 2 years learning, and this is one of the mistakes most beginners would have. They want to spend so much time learning that you don't know. The goal for you is to get a job, my guy, my lady. The goal for you is to get a job. So I spent 2 years learning, okay? And I was able to, after that, I was able to get my first job. Getting my first job, that's what sparked the question, why should it take me 2 years to learn data analytics in order for me to get my first job? The requirement for my first job was just Excel, just Microsoft Excel, okay? Microsoft Excel and a little bit of Power BI, okay? And I was able to get my first job. But you see, most people have transitioned into the tech space. I want you guys to take out time, and I'm going to be sharing some people's experiences today, just to show you that you don't need to learn for the next 7, 8, 10 months in order for you to transition into a career. You can do it within a month. You can do it within 2 months, depending on how effective that you are and the training platform that you're working with. And that's the analytics business. We are very, very effective, very, very effective at what we do. All right. So let's no. Okay. Team economists. Okay. I have some economists in the house. That's good. All right. So let's go straight into it. Okay. And currently, what I do currently is, apart from being the co-founder of Tenalytics and also the co-founder of Amdari, I also do AI consulting for companies here in Canada, UK, and the US. So I work with clients literally across the world. And that's what I do. And I want to show you how to do the same thing. That's literally what I want to show you today. All right. And that's why it's me talking to you today, because I got the experience. I have helped people started their own careers in tech and started their careers in AI. And that's what I want to show you today. Okay. So after this session is going to be about an hour, 15, 20 minutes maximum. Okay. Maximum an hour, 10, 15 minutes. Okay, so I want you to listen to me, because I am breaking down 10 years of my life into a very short time period. And that's the reason why I said you should feel the attendance, because you can get the recording of the session. You don't need to get distracted trying to write things down or whatsoever. Just fill the attendance form. All the materials are going to be shared with you. Everything I'm going to be sharing with you today will be sent to you. So you just need to listen to me. Okay, and after the question, you can write down your questions, because I'll be taking questions at the end of the session. So feel free to write your questions, and I'll be taking it at the end of the session. Now, at the end of this session, you will be able to know everything you need to know about AI and how to land your first role or start your own AI agency. Has anybody heard of AI agency before? Has anybody heard of AI agencies before? AI agencies, or what they call AI automation agency. So there's something we call AAA, triple A. Has anybody heard of triple A before? AAA, AI automation agency. So okay, I can see 2 people have heard. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Fantastic. Really beautiful. I love this. All right, so we're going to be talking about how you can start your own AI automation agency. You can get your first client, how to get a job. If you're looking for a job, I don't want to start a business, I want to get a job. How do I get a job? I'm going to discuss that in today's session. All right. So what skills are required for you to get a job or start your own AI agency? What skills do you need to have to get a job or start your own AI agency? We're going to be discussing all that in today's session. The last but not the least, The goal for you, for goal for us, not even for you. The goal for us is for you to be able to get a job or start your own AI agency. That's the goal. So the goal for us, any training that you're coming into, the goal for us is for you to eventually get a job or start your own AI agency, get your clients, and start servicing businesses either in Nigeria or anywhere in the world. That's what we want to do for you. Right. So who's excited? Who wants to know more? Who wants us to go straight into this? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up in it. Give me a thumbs up. And I need 50,000 thumbs up for me to move ahead. For me to go ahead, I need 50,000 thumbs up. Okay, I'm just joking. Oh, I can see the 50,000. Now we are 45,000, 49,000. Okay, now keep going. 50,000. Fantastic. All right, fantastic. So let's jump straight into it. Let's go straight into it. Now, what are we doing today? What's the first thing we're going to talk about? And I'm pretty sure some people have joined the session and they will be like, Jimena, we've heard this before. I've attended master classes before. What makes this different? What makes this different from any other platform that does any form of training? Okay, so it's training. You're trying to sell to me today. People have sold to me before. I'm not interested in you selling to me again. But I will implore you to wait. Just take a deep breath and relax. Relax. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why this is very different. Why analytics business is so different from any other platform you've done any form of training or any training that has existed before. Why we are so different. The reason why we are so different is because of we the people. That's the number one thing. But I'm going to tell you the reason why we say the people. Okay, I'm going to tell you why the people. Now, like I said earlier, I studied economics, okay, in university. And anybody that studied economics over here, or you could talk to anybody that studied economics in Nigeria, they'll clearly tell you that, when you're in university, your lecturers, your professors, your people around you will tell you that you can get a job anywhere in the world. You can work anywhere. As an economist, you can work anywhere. Who has heard this before? Give me a thumbs up if you've heard this before. All right? You've heard it as an economist. You can work anywhere. But you see, the puzzling thing here is when they tell you can work anywhere, you're not directed. Nobody tells you exactly what kind of job you can actually do. If you're men, you can work in a bank. If you're men, you can work in a school. If you're men, you can work in a hospital. As what? I don't know. Do you understand? So you see, when I finished university, I couldn't get a job. I didn't even know what kind of job I needed to apply to, and so on. There were so many challenges I faced at the time. But luckily for me, I was lucky. I won't lie to you. I was able to get a job as an intern in Lagos. I started working as an intern. Okay, so I got a job. It was 50,000 naira at the time. I was earning 50,000 naira. I was working as an intern, and that was it. So from intern, I was able to move, progress from intern to becoming a consultant and so on. So I did that for 4 years. I was working as a management consultant for 4 years. So if you had asked me as an economist, what's the management consultant when I was in university, I did not know. And that's the reason why I went through the internship route to get started, understand what consulting was and all that. But you see, working as a consultant, it's great, honestly, for some people, it's great. But I told you my challenges with consulting, okay? I needed to talk to too many people every single day. This picture that you see on the screen today, I was in a client site. I think this was either CBN or SEC. I can't remember. So I had to talk to people almost every day. I needed to talk to people. Do you understand? So I did find it very exciting, number one. Number two was the salary progression. So at the time also, the salary progression as a management consultant, for me to get to a point where I would say I am balling, would take me a long period of time. Would take me a long period of time with a large effort, number of efforts. So I was like, okay, do you know what? Can I explore other career paths? Are there other career paths that exist that would only have me just being on my system, working out of my system without talking to too many people? And the research began, okay? And I would say this for everybody currently on the call today, that you're looking at getting started in a career path and you don't know exactly what you want to do. This is the reason why I'm sharing this with you. Focus on acquiring skills and experience that will guarantee you a job, not just today, but tomorrow and forever. Okay? So focus on the skill and experience in careers that will guarantee you a job. Don't go and learn a skill that will take you another 4, 7, 8, 10 months before you actually get a job. Okay? Don't go and learn a skill or gain experience in something that will take you forever for you to get a good job or a good pay whatsoever. Okay? And that's what I want to tell you today. So what I did at the time when I was working as a consultant, I read a document. And the document was the Future of Jobs Report. Okay, the Future of Jobs Report. This came out in 2015. Okay, prior to that, I'd never seen that document before. So the one I read when I was a consultant was in 2015. And in 2015, the document was talking about the future of jobs. Okay, and it was talking about how data skills are going to be data science was the sexiest job of the future. So at the time in 2015, okay, this was 10 years ago, this report said data science is the sexiest job of the future. Now, fast forward 10 years into the future, data science is the sexiest job. So when you're talking about AI, you're talking about machine learning, deep learning, and so on and so forth. That's data science. So you see, I positioned myself 10 years ago until date. Okay, the career path that I chose is still absolutely relevant. Now, I'm going to be sharing this document with you today. So this one came out this year. So this is the reason why I'm saying you should fill the attendance form, because these links, I'm going to be sharing them with you. The material, everything I'm using in today's material, I'm going to be sharing with you. So you see this link here. I've created the link here. So you see the link here, click here to download. So once you click on this link, it will open up the document for you to download. So you see, it's called the Future of Jobs Report. Okay, give me a second. I think I'm sharing just entire screen. Yes. All right. So it's called the Future of Jobs Reports. Future of Jobs Reports 2025. Came out in January 2025, and it was developed by the World Economic Forum. So it's a large, reputable organization that is well known for its research on its global research. Okay, and this was the report I read 10 years ago that got me into the career path of a data professional. So now this document is available for you to download. All you need to do is fill the attendance, guys. Just fill the attendance, and every material here will be sent to you. Now, this is a 290-page document. It's 290 pages. Yeah, I mean, if you take our time to read it, you would understand it better. But just for the sake of time, I have summarized the report for you. I've summarized it for you. And in the summary, okay, the brief summary is, when you're choosing a career path that would continue to remain in demand, there are two skills that are very, very important from that report. Two skills are very important, which is data skills and AI skills. Data skills and AI skills. Always remember that. So this is a report that came out this year, looking at 5 years into the future, and say that for the next 5 years, what skills would you prioritize? Should you prioritize? And the two skills that are very, very important out there is data skills and AI skills. These are the two skills that are very important. So you see, and that's exactly what I'm going to be showing. Like I said, I'm going to be summarizing the reports. Okay, we can't go through 290-page documents. Okay, so I've summarized it for you. So now you look at this. Okay, you see fastest growing and fastest declining jobs 2025 to 2030. I'm not going to focus on the declining jobs. I'm going to focus on the fastest growing. So over here, you are going to see fastest growing jobs from 2025 to 2030. So if you're going to position yourself for the next 5 years, this is what you need to, this is how you position yourself. Now, if you take a look at some of the roles that you have there, you'll see big data specialist, you'll see AI and machine learning specialist, you'll see data warehousing specialist, you'll see data analyst and scientist, and you'll see DevOps engineer. So you see how many career paths do you see here? 1, you see 2, you see 3, you see 4, and you see 5. So 5. Amongst the top 5 growing jobs, top 5 fastest growing jobs, amongst the 5, most of them are centered around data and AI. Okay, majority of the jobs are centered around data and AI. So if somebody is there today telling you that, oh, AI is saturated, data is saturated, there are so many people learning data analytics, so many people learning data science, so the roles are saturated. This is not analytics business telling you what career paths that will grow. This is a highly reputable organization, a globally recognized organization telling you that these roles are the fastest growing roles in the world, not in Nigeria, not in Kenya, not just in Africa, but literally across the world. All right. So those are the skills, data and AI skills. Now let's break it down into job functions. Okay. So what they've done also here is look at job growth and decline 2025 to 2030. So for the next 5 years, what job functions, what job roles, okay, will grow and what job functions will decline between 2025 to 2030. Now, over here, I'm going to show you some of the roles that might decline. Okay, and over here you see secondary school education teachers. Okay, you see compliance officers. Okay, you see financial and investment advisor. So if you're in a bank and you're a financial advisor or you're a relationship manager, see over here you see relationship managers. Roles are going to decline. These are roles here that will decline. These are roles that will decline. All right. So you see quite a number of roles in here that you might find yourself doing at the moment. Sales representative, you'll see sales and purchasing agents and brokers, you'll see vocational education teachers. You see quite a number of roles here that are going to be declining. Now, when you look at this, the positive question you need to ask yourself is, why would these roles decline? Why would the role of a relationship manager? So if you're working in the bank today, you're either working as a marketer, a teller, whatsoever. Okay, what kind of roles? Okay, what would take these roles away from these people? And that's where you need to be talking about the roles that will continue to grow, and that's where AI comes in play. So now let's take a look at the roles that will continue to grow in the future. Now, if you take a look at amongst the top 20 roles, everything that is centered first is data and AI skills. So you see big data specialist, that's a data professional. AI and machine learning specialist, that's a data professional. Data warehousing specialist, that's another data professional. You see data analysts and scientists, that's a data professional. Data engineers, another professional. Database and networking professional, that's all data and AI skills embedded together. Okay, so you see all these skills that you have here today are focused majorly on data related roles. But I know the question you guys are going to be asking yourself today is, where are these jobs? Correct? Is that the question you're asking yourself? Correct? If you're asking the question, give me a thumbs up. So you see all these roles are going to be growing. I'm pretty sure you guys are asking the question, where are these jobs? Where does this job exist? Where can I get these jobs? Correct? Is that the question you're asking yourself? Let me see. I can only see a few people. Okay, just a few thumbs up. That's good. All right. I'm going to show you. Okay. I'm not gatekeeping anything today. Like I said, I've been doing this for the last 10 years. I've looked for jobs. Okay. And I'm going to show you ways that you can actually get a job in today's session. All right. So all you need to do is listen and fill the attendance. Don't worry. I'm going to do it. Let me do the heavy list. Let me do the heavy lifting. I'm going to show you everything. Okay. I'm going to show you everything. So all you need to do is fill the attendance, so you can watch this video again later at your own convenience. Okay, so but that's not all. Okay, you should also have HR professionals that are also going to be very important, which is organization and development specialists. So you see, guys, in HR, your role is not going to necessarily be taken over by AI, but I mean, you need to upskill yourself regardless. So other roles within the data domain that will still stay relevant, you still have business intelligence analysts, you still have database architects, you have sales and marketing professionals, you have supply chain and logistics professionals. So you see, these roles are going to continue to increase, going to continue to grow. And like I said earlier, most of you might be asking the question, where do I find these roles? I'm going to show you. So for HR professionals, you still have career paths that are going to be growing. So you see management and organization analyst as HR related. The training and development specialist, also HR related. Do I have HR people in the house? Let me see. Even HR professional, give me a thumbs up. Let me see. Just give me a thumbs up, or you just put HR in the chat. Let me see. Only one person, only one HR professional. Only Prince is an HR professional. Okay, fantastic. That's okay. So yeah, or even HR enthusiast, that's also okay. So you see, data and AI skills are very, very important. Very, very important for you to get started. But now this is just me showing you what skills are important based off the World Economic Forum report, based on the report I shared with you earlier. Okay, but that's not all. Okay, because if I show you only one report, that's it, right? But I'm still going to show you some other ones. Okay, so like I said, I made that decision to get a job. Okay, and it took me 2 years for me to learn. Okay, it took me 2 years for me to learn, and eventually I was able to get my first job working as a BI developer for DPD Island. Okay, so you see, one of the major challenges I faced, one of the major reasons why I relocated was because I wanted to get a job in data. And at the time, there were not a lot of companies that were hiring data professionals. Even if you rewind 10 years ago, there were not a lot of organizations. I remember there was a time I used to work in Yaba in Lagos State, Yaba in Lagos, and I went all the way to close to, where was this again? It was a very far away distance, closer to Berger. Can't remember the name. It was for an analytics firm. Okay. And I went there. I was earning about 300K at the time, and I went for this interview. And after the interview, after the guy said I was, very good to get on the job, the guy was offering me 120,000 naira a salary. And this was 10 years ago. And obviously, coming from 300, I honestly was considering taking a pay cut because I wanted to build myself. I wanted to get a job desperately, but there were not a lot of organizations that were hiring. Now, I would not advise anybody to take a pay cut because I've been there, and I'll tell you, taking a pay cut doesn't solve anything. Honestly speaking, it doesn't solve anything. Now, one of the major challenges I had was there was no platform like analytics business that could tell me what I needed to do to get a job. Okay, so if I'm looking for a job desperately, what do I need to do today to get a job? How do I get a job? Where do I get a job? I didn't get those information. Okay, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. So because I faced it doesn't mean you need to go face it, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. So the simple formula that I will share with you today is, if you're looking for a job and you're looking at transitioning from your current career into any career within AI or tech, these are the 3 steps you need to take. Number 1 is learn. Now, learn doesn't mean that you go and spend another 5 months or 7 months learning something. You don't need to spend a long time learning. All you need to do is, okay. I'm trying to please, this note takers, please, could you take them out because they are spamming the chat. Thank you. All right. The first thing you need to do is learn, okay? And you don't need to spend a long time learning. The next thing is packaging. Now, what's the packaging? That's employability. I'm going to share that with you today. And last but not least is apply. Apply for jobs. I'm pretty sure some of you don't know where to apply for jobs, but I'm going to show you some places today where you can actually apply for both remote roles, AI-related roles, how to get jobs literally anywhere on any platform. I'm going to share that with you today. All right. So learn, package, apply. Now, it didn't just work for me. And I told you earlier, because it took me 2 years, doesn't mean it should take you 2 years. And that's the reason why I have some of the people here that I'm going to be sharing their own testimonials with you today. I'm going to be sharing their testimonials with you today to showcase, what are the the things I spoke about earlier. Okay, the things I spoke about earlier that it took me 2 years doesn't mean it needs to take you 2 years for you to get a job. Okay, so you have people that have gone through our training programs and they've gotten a job. Okay, and that's exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you now. Just give me a second. So my slide just went off for no apparent reason. Okay, so just give me a second while I bring that up. So like I said, I'm going to share some people that have gone through our program and they've gone on to do successful stuff. And I mentioned at the start of the session, these people have gone through our program and they've gone on to do great stuff. And they're all they're all scattered across the world, from Nigeria to Ghana to the UK to the US to literally across the world. So you see Abigail, okay, this is Abigail. Abigail used to work as a care worker in Canada. Okay, so care worker, that's really not a very great job. Okay, So she used to work as a care worker in Canada. She took one of our business analysis course, and currently she works as a business analyst with the government of Alberta. So she's based out of Edmonton in Canada. So if you have people in Canada that are looking to get on a job, I mean, this is the best platform to share them, okay, with us. Now, Tony also is another fantastic professional. She used to be a pharmacist in Nigeria, relocated to the UK, was looking for a job, went through our data analytics training program, and currently she works as a benefits analyst. So for HR professionals, HR analyst is not the only job role that exists within the HR domain. Benefit analyst is one of the roles that you could actually apply to within the HR domain. So you see, coming from non-technical backgrounds, so you see now the consistency, care worker to business analyst, pharmacist to benefit analyst. You see another one, Benga currently is based in Poland, okay, took our course and currently works as a business data analyst in Poland, okay. Now, Nathaniel, also based in Spain, Barcelona, okay, took our data science course and currently works for a data science firm in Barcelona. Abdurrashid is based in Nigeria, okay, but works for Child 420, a US-based organization. So Abdurrashid is in Nigeria, but works remotely for a company based in the US. And this is all based off people that have gone through our program and they're doing fantastically well. You know, getting a job, literally working for global firms across the world. That's not all. This is just another few set of people. We have another chemical engineer, okay, that also transitioned into the role of a data engineer. This is Joel. I mean, you can see the videos here that you can watch. You can watch the videos in here. Vivian is the same person, another person, data science professional, currently based in the UK, but works remotely for a company based in France. Okay, so all of you that are looking for remote roles, we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Okay, Uluwadam Larry is based in the UK, was looking to get in the job. We came to our data analytics program and eventually was able to get a job as a sustainability data analyst. The same thing with Ikmat, a stay-at-home mother for 2 years, okay, came into our data analytics training program and was able to get a job as a data analyst working with the NHS. Okay, fully sponsored visa, and so on and so forth. And this is just a tip of iceberg, okay, of the people that we have helped globally secure tech roles literally across the world. So when I'm saying this is not the first time that we're doing this, I mean it when I say this is not our first time. We've done this over and over and over again. I did it for myself to get a job. And I've replicated this across different, individuals across the world. And they've gone on to start their own careers, successful careers within the tech space. And that's exactly what you need today. And that's why I'm excited that you're here. All right, that's why I'm excited that you're here, because you're going to be learning certain things that will help you kickstart your own career within the tech space. So now the question on everybody's lip today would be, if Imena, how can analytics business help me? How can analytics business help me kickstart my own career within AI or tech or whatsoever? How do I start? Sorry about that. Okay. Now, this is exactly what I was trying to say earlier. This is exactly what I was saying earlier. Learn, package, apply. You're likely going to get a job. Right? Now, like I said earlier, don't learn for the next 7 months, 8 months, buying a new course, taking a new course every 2 months doesn't guarantee that you're going to get a job. Learning alone doesn't guarantee you get a job. So you need to learn, you need to package yourself, and you need to apply. LPA, abbreviation, acronym, LPA. Does anybody know what LPA stands for? Put it in the chat if you know what LPA stands for. I might just give you something good if you get it. What does LPA stand for? LPA. LPA. Put it in the chat. I'd like to know. Okay. I'm saying people are following. Learn, package, and apply. Let's go. All right, that's good. Yes, that's correct. Learn, package, and apply. I know people are following me. Kalambo, print. Print. I think I'm going to put a knife to your name now. Okay. So that if you answer another question, I might just give you something good. So LPA, guys, LPA, 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 learn, package, and apply. Now, let's start with this one here. Let's start with this. Let's start with the first thing. There was a survey done by AWS, Amazon Web Services. Okay, so AWS. Okay, the global platform, one of the leading platform when it comes to cloud computing, AWS. So obviously, as AWS, as a cloud solution platform, okay, they add a connect of businesses literally across the world. And what they wanted to find out, okay, was the adoption of AI. They wanted to know organizations that are adopting AI. So they are the leading AI, cloud computing platform in the world. And I wanted to figure out, what is the adoption rate currently with AI within most organizations? And they came up with a report. And this is the reason why I say you should fill the attendance, because I'm going to be sharing all these things with you. I'm going to be sharing every single thing so you can check it out yourself. So you don't take everything I'm saying today and say that, oh, if Jimena is just trying to sell to me. I've created a link. You see here, click here to download. I've made it available for you to check it out yourself. So you see, this is a report that was done by AWS. You see it here, AWS study on AI skills in the United States. So AWS did this report, and I want you to go read this report, because this is how you position yourself for the future of work. Okay, this is how you position yourself. If you're looking to get in a job, you want to stay sufficient. This is how you stay sufficient, and that we're doing the work for you, presenting this report to you. And all you need to do is fill the attendance, get the recording, get the materials, and you can read and watch the videos at your time again. So now let me just read. I took a snip from the report, so I can, I will share this with you. So you see, AWS was saying that AI is expected to significantly alter how businesses is done for the foreseeable future. Now they quote a very, very staggering statistics in here, and I want you guys to listen to this very well. They said, in fact, 92% of surveyed employers, not employees, employers, businesses, okay, expect to use AI-related solutions in their organizations by 2028. In the next 3 years, 92% of the organizations that they surveyed, said they would have had AI infused into majority of the business operations. That's exactly what they're saying. Now, I used a scenario yesterday. I talked about the scenario of the laptop and the typewriter. So in Nigeria at the time, let's say about 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, okay, in JSS3, I don't know about you guys, but at the time, typewriter was like the main technology that was used in most organizations in Nigeria, the typewriter. So you see the typewriter that you have to push it to the side and bring it back. The typewriter was the highest level of technology advancement that was in the office. So most professionals at the time went to learn how to use a typewriter, okay? But fast forward 5-10 years into the future, after typewriter has been in the industry for a long time, people are learning and continue learning how to use typewriter. There were newer versions of typewriters that were coming out, and people were learning the newer versions of typewriters, okay? But you see, a laptop was introduced. Now, most organizations did not adopt the use of laptop immediately, okay? But you see, let's say it took them another 3 years for them to adopt the use of laptops. But you see, the moment laptops were introduced into the workforce, into the businesses, most of the people that did not know how to use a laptop lost their jobs, okay? And employers started looking for people that knew how to use laptops, okay? So people in the workforce, people that were out of work, okay, that had gone to learn how to use a laptop, started getting jobs. Why the people that had a job before lost their job? Because they did not have laptop skills, how to use a laptop, how to type on the laptop, how to print using a laptop, and so on and so forth. Now the question there I usually would ask people, did laptop steal people's job? The laptop, is like AI. You asking the question, would AI steal my job today? Okay, it's like those guys in the past saying that, would laptop steal my job? Okay, now let me ask you the question, did laptop steal those people's job? Okay, because they did not learn how to use a laptop, but laptop was introduced, does that mean laptop stole their job? No. The problem there was they did not upskill themselves. Okay, so they felt the typewriter skill that they had with them was more than sufficient for them to remain on the roll. But a new technology was introduced they were not quick to adapting to that change, and the reason why they lost their job. So it's like AI, okay? There's a lot of buzzword today around AI. Most organizations in Nigeria today probably are not even talking about AI. All right? Are probably maybe not talking too much about AI. I mean, here in Canada, okay, you still don't have a lot of businesses that are integrating AI within their operations, which is makes it easy for me to run my own AI agency because while they're not thinking about it, I am thinking about it for them and I'm showing them how they can actually implement it. Okay. So there's and also when I was like I mentioned earlier, when I was looking for a job in Nigeria, there was not so much demand for data professionals. Okay. There was not so much demand. So I wasn't getting a lot of good roles. But fast forward about a year into the future, all right, after I relocated, I started seeing people that I knew that learned data together, that were trying to get ahead of data and all that. I saw them getting jobs with the likes of Paystack, with the likes of Flutterwave, with the likes of majority of the fintech platform, majority of them are leading analytics with most of these fintech platforms today. So you see, when they were learning data at the time, there was not so much buzz or so much demand for AI, okay? But fast forward a year, 2 years, positioning, that's exactly what led to them getting into the role. So you see, 92% of the surveyed employers expect to use AI-related solutions in their organization by 2020 in the next 3 years. Now share of employers that expect AI to be important in changing work by department. So you see 92%, obviously, if you're information technology, 92%, okay? 86% business operations, sales and marketing. So you're a marketing professional, you feel like you don't need AI. Be joking. Finance, the same thing. You feel like you don't need legal and regulatory compliance, human resources. So you see these departments are the ones that are likely going to be heavily impacted by the use of AI. Okay. Now, then I ask the employer, what's like a major challenge that you have today? When you're looking at implementing AI within your organization, within the company, what's the major challenges that you're facing? Automating tasks. Okay. You see, all the tasks that you do today at work, majority of them might be automated. I had a session yesterday, and I'm going to share that session with you in a few minutes. If you go on YouTube, okay, just go on YouTube and search for Analytics Business, okay? Just give me a second, Analytics Business. I had a session yesterday, and I was talking about how I built an AI employee, okay? I built an AI employee like in just about 40 minutes, okay? I built an AI employee in about 20 minutes, okay? In about 20 minutes. And you see, these are things that can easily be quickly automated using the work of AI. So I mean, if you go to our YouTube channel, I would like you to subscribe also. Okay, go to the YouTube channel, you would see the video. I created an AI employee in about 25 minutes. Okay, an HR AI employee in about 25 minutes that would be responsible for recruitment within the organization. So I mean, when you're looking at automating tasks, these are the things that we're talking about. But one of the major challenges that they're facing at the moment is automation of daily tasks. That's where they want to implement AI. Number two is improve workflow and outcomes. So the work that you're doing today that you are thinking is taking you 2 weeks, 3 weeks for you to complete can actually be done faster and more efficient using AI. Enhance communication, learn new skills. Okay, so learn new skills. So you see, AI is always going to be evolving. New technologies, new AI solutions here and there. How do you learn quickly to adapt to the technologies that are being introduced? Boost innovation and creativity. So these are the current areas where AI can actually be implemented to help businesses scale. Okay. So long story short, what AI skills should I learn today? All these mumbo jumbo Ifemina is talking about. What skills should I go and learn? Okay, I know AI is important now. Okay, what skills should I go and learn? So you see, some of the barriers employers, are facing at the moment is lack of knowledge. Okay, lack of knowledge. But that it cuts across so many things. Lack of knowledge on AI skills to be learned. That's what we're going to discuss. AI skills I need. and relevant career paths in AI. We're going to discuss everything, in the next few minutes. So essentially, what AI skills should I learn today? What AI skills should I learn? And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in the next few minutes. So like I said, this meeting is going to be the next, we should be done in the next 20 minutes maximum, okay? Now, AI automation engineer. This is the first and best selling. This is the best course if you're looking at starting your own AI agency. You're looking at getting a job. You're looking at working freelance. The AI automation engineer is a perfect course for you. Now, what are you going to be doing with this particular course? Okay, I just listed out the top 6 areas that you're going to be focusing on. Number 1, it's beginner friendly. So even if you have no experience in tech before, you've never done this before in your life, it doesn't matter. Okay, it starts from the bare minimum, like the zero. So starting from zero. Okay, so it's beginner friendly, number 1, and it is no code. So you're not going to be coding anything. You're not going to be doing any form of machine learning. You're not going to be doing any form of deep learning, Python. None of that is going to be discussed here. So you see, foundation of AI automation and LLMs. So LLMs basically stands for large language models. So an example of LLM is the likes of your ChatGPT, the likes of your Gemini, the likes of your Claude, and so on and so forth. Those are like the top 3 guys in the industry. So you have DeepSeek also, that's the large language model, okay? So foundations of AI automation and LLMs, we start from the bare minimum, the beginning. We move into prompt engineering. So prompt engineering, as an automation engineer, you need to be able to write perfect prompts. So the difference between the way I would use a prompt and the way you use a prompt is I will get a better result from my prompt than the way you write your own prompt. So if you want to be successful in AI automation, you need to be great at prompt engineering. So I'm going to walk you through how to write the best prompts, okay? Next thing is building LLM-powered applications. So now we're talking about building real apps. Like I mentioned, you're not going to be coding. It's not coding. You're not going to be coding any single thing. All right, you're going to be using different applications to do the drag and drop features. Okay, so building LLM powered apps with document search, memory, and RAG pipeline. Now, the key word I want to keep here is document search and memory. Now, why would you say you are important in an organization? Why would you say you are important in an organization? The reason why you are important is your memory. Okay, you work in a role for the next two weeks. They expect that on the 3rd week, they don't need to teach you what happened on the 1st week. Okay, they don't need to teach you what happened on the 1st week and the 2nd week. By 6 months into the role, you have gained experience, okay, in that role that you can make decisions, okay, based on what you've experienced. So you see, that's exactly where this comes in. You want to build AI automation tools or solutions that will be able to think by themselves. By now, when you say think, it means that there has to be a brain, there has to be a memory somewhere that would help the application remember things. So if you had a meeting 4 months ago with a particular client, you can remember, you might not remember verbatim what they were discussing, how the meeting went, but like the key highlight of that meeting, you remember. So you want to build applications like that would be able to remember, situations that were happening before. All right. You also have advanced AI automation, multi-agent system. I'm going to show you that in a few minutes. Multi-agent systems basically means you are creating different AI agents and they're working together to accomplish a task. So take, for example, let's use a very quick example, a social media manager, okay? A social media manager, okay, is looking at automating majority of the things that they do. So let's say we want an AI agent that would be looking at Reddit. Reddit is an online platform. If you guys have not heard of it before, Reddit is an online platform where people kind of have discussion on different topics. Okay, so you could create an AI agent that will go to Reddit and look for buzzing conversations. Okay, maybe around a certain topic. Let's say you have a client in the real estate space. Okay, and the guy wants to be creating content on real estate. So obviously, to get ideas on what to talk about can be very frustrating. So this multi-agent system that we're talking about, you can create different agents. One agent that will be looking at Reddit, one agent that will be looking at YouTube, one agent that will be looking at LinkedIn, one agent that will be looking at another platform. So you can create a multi-agent system that will be communicating amongst itself. So the one in LinkedIn will look at and see if there's any buzzing question or any buzzing conversation about real estate. The other one can also go to Reddit. The other one can go to Twitter. The other one can go to different places. And at the end, all of them will come and talk amongst themselves and pick the best topic that should be posted. Okay, that should another agent can create a script on, and so on and so forth. So it's a multi-agent system. And I'm going to show you some examples in today's session. But essentially, that's what you're going to be working with multi-system agents. Building AI voice agents. This is a very good one, a very, very good one. And I just worked with a client here in Canada. It's a real estate company, and what they're building essentially, or what they want basically, it's a realtor. It's a realtor agency. They sell houses here in Canada. So essentially, what they're looking at is they have quite a number of people that reach out to them on their websites. Okay, so they wanted an automation where when you're looking at a building, you're looking at a house, and you want to have a conversation with somebody about the house. So you see the house and you like the house. You want to quickly make a conversation. But now you can't, if in real sense, you will need to hire lots of customer service representatives. You need to hire people that will be working 24/7, okay, answering people's call every single time. So what we built was something very simple. Not simple, I won't say simple, but essentially it is a button, speak to a representative. Now, most people would not know most people would think it's a real person because of how conversational it is, okay? But you can easily talk about the house. Okay, when was this house created? When was it built? Are there any major defects? Are they, what makes this house the best house to buy? They can even have conversation around pricing, what price works, okay? And so many other things. But most people don't know it's AI that is speaking to them. They actually feel it's an actual person. So that's where you have to build AI voice agents. And there are so many applications that this can go into. Real estate is one I talked about. You can take it into e-commerce. You can take it into hospitality. You can take it into anywhere. Okay, and that's exactly what you'll be learning, how to build these kind of applications that you can then deploy to either your customers and so on and so forth. Now, last but not the least is deploy, monetize, and projects. So that's exactly what you're going to be working through. So those are the key learning areas, okay? Some of the technologies that I'm going to be working with is N8N. N8N is one of the leading platforms when it comes to AI automation. So if you just come online and you search for N8N, you will see N8N here is the first one here. So you see N8N is the leading platform for what you call AI workflow automation for technical teams. So you're going to be building this, okay? You're going to be building your own AI agent. You'll learn how to use N8N to do all that. The other platform that you're going to be using majority of the time is called Flowise. I'm checking all these things out so that you don't need to stress yourself. I mean, you can easily check them out yourself once you have the material and you have the recording of the session. So Flowise, okay, another fantastic platform, easy drag and drop platform where you can build your own AI agent visually. Like I said, you're not going to be coding anything. You're going to be building this by yourself, okay? So you see this. These are some of the applications you're going to be working with. So Flowise, ChromaDB, Airtable, ChatGPT, Claude, language, Gemini, Grade.io, Zapier, Ratel, 11 Labs, Vapi, or VAPI, or Twilio, okay? So you see all these tools are some of the tools they're going to be working with. There's still so many tools that are there that you can work with. The classes are going to be every Saturdays and Sundays for 4 weeks. So 4 weeks, classes happen Saturdays and Sundays. 3 hours on Saturday and 3 hours on Sunday. So you have 6 hours every week where you'll be learning, and implementing and creating case studies and creating projects and so on and so forth. All right, and that's it. So you see, this is one of our current students. Came on our program last week or 2 weeks ago. Okay, and I came to talk about some of the projects they are working on. And I want to share this with you for the next it's just about a minute maximum. I want to share it with you, and I want you to see what he has actually built in just about I think 2 weeks into the program. We was able to build this. Okay, so you can see, what you can also do within the field itself. Okay, so I'm going to play this video so you can watch it and listen to what he has to say. All right.
Okay, so tomorrow is going to be the third. Just 2 weeks. You have a lot of submissions to grade, and then imagine as a lecturer managing like 1,000. For an open university, lecturers have a lot of submissions to grade, and then imagine as a lecturer managing like 1,000 students and you having to grade their essays manually, right? It has become a pain point. Most of them use ChatGPT, but what they do is they download these submissions, feed it into AI to help them read it and all that. So what I am working on here, it's actually an automated grader, something that will look through all the submissions and automatically input the scores and give feedback for each student. So I decided to do an MVP. I called it an automated CV clarity grader, but that's not what it is. It's just an MVP. If I can do it for CV analysis, I can also do it for grading essays, right? So I'm just going to run it. I will not explain the details, but this is just to show you that I have really benefited from the program already. This is just one of the projects I am working on. There are so many other ones, operation support assistant and all that. So basically, these are my students' names and these are their emails. So I'm going to be running this flow. And I also have a drive somewhere where the CVs are stored. Give me a second. Let me show you what is happening. Just give me a second. Okay. Yeah, so these are CVs right here, stored right in here, right inside of this drive.
All right, fantastic. I mean, the links are on the website, on the material itself. And if you take out time to fill the attendance, you get access to it. So you'll see all the things I'm talking about. You'll see it for yourself and you see how it works. So this is somebody that just taking the program at the moment. So the link is here. You'll see it here. Listen to our participants. So once you get the material, once you fill the attendance and you get the access to the recording, the materials, just come here, click here, and you get to see what he has built in just about 2 weeks into the training program. All right, and these are the things that you're going to work. You will be able to do the same thing, if not more, better. Okay, so these are the tools you're going to be working with. The live sessions is going to be Saturdays and Sunday, 3 hours on Saturday, 3 hours on Sunday. For the next 4 weeks, you get to build wonderful projects cutting across different industries, different application areas, and you are going to be looking at how to get started. Okay, so the curriculum is here. You can take a look at the curriculum. So if you're looking at getting started in AI automation or becoming an AI engineer, this is the best course for you. All right, so now for my data professionals and HR professionals in the house, we also have something fantastic for you. Okay, so we have Gen AI for data analysts. So rather than just learning Excel, Power BI, and SQL, we have something fantastic for you. So we have Gen AI also for HR analysts. So even HR analyst and you're looking at getting started, this is the best platform for you. Remember, so learn, package, apply. Thank you. All right, so this is the learning aspect that we're talking about still. So for Gen AI for data analysts, we have generative AI for data analysts, tools for automation and AI agents. So you would also get to build your own AI data, and you see it here, AI automations, okay? Build AI data analyst employees. So you would build AI data analysts that would be analyzing data from you on a regular, okay? Tools for AI agents, prompt engineering for data analysts. You'll get to work with multi-system agents, just like I discussed earlier, AI tool for every data analyst, AI for SQL mastery, and AI for and Microsoft Fabrics. Okay, so a lot of tools that are using Microsoft. Okay, so Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Power BI, Microsoft Fabrics. Majority of them are using Copilot. So you get to work with us. You use Copilot, deploy work using Copilot with the data analyst. So technologies covered: Excel, Power BI, SQL, Microsoft Fabrics. You get to work with the likes of Claude, ChatGPT, and even OpenAI. You'll get to work with Copilot, like I mentioned. N8N also will be taught, so you don't have to work with N8N, creating your own automation as a data analyst. You get to work with AI-specific analytics AI tools. So the likes of Julius AI, you get to work with Julius. You get to work with Bricks, Zebra AI, Quadratic, Data GPT, and AI to SQL. So these are AI platform, enabled platforms that would help you analyze your data. And these are just some of the tools that you get to work with. Okay, so live classes also Saturdays and Sundays, 3 hours on Saturday, 3 hours on Sunday. You're looking at getting started. This is the best platform for you to get started. Now for HR analyst, okay, foundations to generative AI. You will get to work with tools for automation. Now, this is purely for HR professionals that are looking at scaling their HR career or getting started in HR analytics. So prompt engineering for HR analysts, AI automations for HR workflow, so automating HR workflows, automating HR data workflows with N8N, AI tools for every HR analyst, AI for SQL in HR, then applied AI in HR and a capstone project. So you have quite a number of things here that are AI related, but tailored specifically to the HR department. So if you're looking at scaling your HR career, getting started in HR, this is the best course for you. Now, technologies covered, we have Excel, Power BI, SQL, Claude, Gemini, Microsoft Fabrics, Copilot, N8N, Data GPT, Bricks, Julius AI, and so much more. And remember, this is tailored majorly to the HR space. So if you're looking at getting started, this is exactly what you're looking for. Now, this is 3 hours on Saturday, 3 hours on Sunday, Saturday classes, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., Sunday classes, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., every Saturday and every Sunday, 3 hours every single day. So these are the 3 major courses that you need to get started. Now, is that all? Is that all that we're talking about? No. You learning the course is just one thing. Like I said, in order for you to get a job in today's job market, you need to learn, package, and apply. Now, we're talking about packaging. Now, the next thing I want to discuss about is packaging. Now, the first thing is CV review. Now, number one reason why most people are not getting any form of traction, either as a business or as a person, is their resume. Okay, so we're going to help you with the resume. We are going to help you build a standard resume that will help you pass the ATS systems and all that. So we'll help you revamp your CV. We'll show you how. We'll tell you how. We will show you how to revamp your CV, and now you can get started and creating a stellar portfolio that will get you into the room. Okay. Number 2, LinkedIn optimization. Okay. Number 2 is LinkedIn optimization. We're going to work with you and show you how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. Okay, and I'm going to show you how you can get jobs on LinkedIn in a few minutes. Now, navigating the job markets, let me just go straight to you there. Navigating the job markets, this is where we start to explore ways you can get a job. Okay, now let me just use LinkedIn for example. Okay, since we're talking on navigating the job market. So if you're still here with me, give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat. If you're here with me and you're learning something fantastic that you're so happy to be here. So now, if you want to know how to get a job on LinkedIn if you want to learn how to get a job, can you put a yeah in the chat? Put a yeah in the chat. I would like to know. Do you want to know how I use LinkedIn? How you use LinkedIn to get remote roles today? Put yeah in the chat. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. I've not gotten one single yeah. All right, let me see. Let me just get about 5 to 10, then I'll keep going. Okay, let me see. It's me. Okay. My bad. Yeah. Let's go. All right. So I'm gonna go on LinkedIn. Okay. I'm gonna go on LinkedIn. Okay. So if you want to follow us, please you can follow me. You can search me out on LinkedIn. My name is Ifemena April. Ifemena April is my name. Please ensure you follow me. If you have any question, I'll be happy to take your question. So you see, most people that are looking for a job, what would they go to? Okay, they'll likely go to jobs. You see here, jobs. They'll likely come to jobs here and start searching for a job. But now, let me tell you the trick. Let me tell you something. Over about 80% of the roles don't get posted on jobs. Over 80% of the roles that you find today don't get posted on the jobs, on the job board. Okay. So where are they now posted? Where are they posted? So if you're looking for a job today and you go to jobs, it's good, but it's not sufficient enough. Now let me show you. I'll use the search bar today to look for a job. Okay, and I'm looking for a remote role, let's say in the United States, okay, or anywhere in the world. Let's just keep it simple. Anywhere. I'm looking for a job that is remote. As long as they're paying me my money anywhere in the world, I'm looking for a remote role. So what I will do today is I am going to look for the keyword in quotation. I'll put the keyword hiring. Okay, keyword hiring. That's the first thing I will do. Now, what role am I looking for? I'm looking for something AI related. So AI automations, AI engineer, anything around that. I'll put the keyword AI in there. Okay. So I'm looking for AI and I'm also looking for remote. So some of these roles might not be remote. So I'll put it as remote. And if there are other key features that you need to be looking at, okay? So let's say I'm a data analyst again. I can put the word data analyst. Okay, so it's going to search for AI data analyst professional or HR analyst. You can put HR analyst, you can put everything in there. So let me separate the keywords. Okay, so it's easy for you to search. So you can look for data and you look for the word analyst. So HR, I can see hiring, AI, remote, data analyst. You can see they all have quotation marks in there. So I'll press enter. Okay, and now I'm going to be looking at it where I'm going to go to posts. I'm not going to look at it in people. I'm going to look at it under the word post. Click on post. Now it's going to look at a post. It's going to look at post. So random startups, random individuals that don't have the money or don't have the capacity to, or don't have the time to start posting on LinkedIn and several job boards. They'll just go in their LinkedIn profile and post it. Now look at this. Look at the first one I see here. But Townley, okay, I'm currently hiring across data and AI with some really exciting opportunities in industries ranging from real estate, legal tech, consulting, retail, communications, and so on and so forth. So you can see quite a number of them. You see data scientists, you see ML ops, you see AI engineer, AI research, London. This is hybrid actually. So you can look at some of them, you would have to look at them to be sure that they are fully remote anyways. Okay, so drop a message, then tell you to drop a message. There are so many other ones that you'll find in there. Hiring for data analyst, Power BI developer, fresher experience, it doesn't matter. Remote, 0 to 5 years. So this is it. Basically, I'll be there, look for guys, big hiring jobs, and you see quite a number of roles are being hiring at the moment. Okay, so you see all this, and that's it. Another thing I would want you to do is I don't want to look at roles that came out weeks and days ago. You want to look at things that just got posted in the past 24 hours. So I want to look at ones that are fresh because that's the only way you can, the first set of people that apply are the likely ones that will get the opportunity from my experience. So click on it. So if you have a great CV, you have a great LinkedIn profile, you can easily reach out to these people on LinkedIn in the past 24 hours. Okay, all right, you'll see that these roles are popping out. Okay, you can also look at in the past week, depending on your area, the area of specialization, and so on and so forth. And you get to see other roles that are popping out in your in the major domain that you're looking at. Okay, so you could also change this to, you could also add HR in the search to see exactly what you're looking for. So you could also remove some. So obviously I'm looking for AI, remote, everything together. So I might want to specify that, okay, I don't want anything else to do with AI and I'm looking for HR analyst, okay? And you see how you get more results in there. If I'm just looking for like the AI automation engineers, I could just search for hiring AI remote. I'll go to post, okay? And on the post, I would go to date posted. I'm going to go to the past 24 hours to look at the ones that were posted in the last 24 hours. I would also look at the ones you see quite a number. This was 8 hours ago. We're hiring general remote blockchain machine learning engineer. Okay, this is another one, not just hiring and building the movement. Okay, engineering. You see here again, software, and so many other technical roles are being, recruiting for at the moment. So that's one way that you could actually use in navigating the job market. The other job boards I'm going to share with you in a few minutes that you could also use in getting a job. Interview preparation. So whenever you're applying for a job and you need somebody to prep you for the interview, we would also prepare you for the interview. Job reference letter would help you with reference letter. So whenever you apply for a job and somebody wants to see that you worked somewhere before, we will give you a reference letter. On the job support, we'll provide you with on the job support. Weekly mentorship sessions would help you weekly that we'll bring in people that have gotten jobs, how they're able to get a job. We'll bring them in to talk to you on how you can actually secure your own job. Then we'll also help you with Upwork and Fiverr optimization for freelancing. People that want to go freelancing would help you with Upwork and Fiverr optimization. All right. So these are the things that we're going to do for you. Okay. So aside from training you, aside from learning, okay, we're also going to package you. So with LinkedIn, with CV, how to navigate the job market, teach you how to interview prep, job reference letter, on the job support, weekly mentorship, and Upwork optimization and Fiverr optimization. We're going to do all these things for you. All right. And that's the reason why people have gone through our programs and they are getting jobs. So you see Pavel went from being a teacher in Cameroon to getting a job as a data analyst in the US. How? Because of this same strategy: learn, package, and apply. So you see Pavel completed a data analytics course in December 2024. We tailored the CV to a data analyst CV, joined all the mentorship sessions, got prep for multiple interviews, and eventually got multiple job offers. Eventually, he applied for multiple roles and focused on building a portfolio and tailored his resume to every application, which we're going to teach how to do all that. So eventually, he was able to get a job as a healthcare data analyst in the US. So this is Pavel, a teacher. He used to be a teacher in Cameroon, currently works as a data analyst with one of the top leading healthcare firms in the US. All right. Now, another person is Bukola, same thing, went for the business analysis training program, okay, completed the training program, we tailored her CV, that's part of the packaging we're talking about. She attended our mentorship sessions. Eventually, she was able to build a portfolio. She applied for multiple roles. We helped her tailor her application. We helped her apply. We helped her, send out, tailor a resume, taught her how to tailor a resume and all that, and she was able to apply for jobs. By July 2024, she was able to get a job as a business analyst, as a HR business analyst. So you see, and this is also based in the US, okay? So you see quite a number of organizations and even individuals are learning, come to our platform to learn and also get transitioned into the tech space. And also landed a data science job working remotely from the UK. So the company she works with at the moment is based in Germany, but she currently resides in the UK. How did that happen? That's exactly what we are still going to teach you. Learn, package, apply. And that's all we're going to do for you. Same thing with Judith from Care, working as a carer in the UK, came into our program, our business analysis training program, was able to get a job 3 months after. And, and these are the things that we are ready to do for you. So these are people, these are just a short, and you see we've not repeated anybody. So all the while I've been talking about people who have gotten jobs, I've not repeated a single person, and there's still more people, okay? Now, building your own AI automation engineer or your own AI automation agency. Now, this is what I do at the moment, okay? So I want to walk you through it through 5 steps, just 5 simple steps for you to start your own AI automation engineer, AI automation agency. Now, I said this at the start of the session, most organizations in Nigeria are not implementing AI, okay? So you see the restaurants, okay? You see real estate firms, you see e-commerce firms, you see so many businesses currently in Nigeria are not leveraging AI. So, we want to build an army of people that would start this movement of implementing AI for businesses in Nigeria. And not just in Nigeria, but literally across the world. But it's easy for you to get clients in Nigeria. All right. I'm going to show you ways you can also get clients literally across the world. Okay. That's people that you can service essentially. Now, step 1 is to learn. Like I said, you cannot service somebody if you don't know it. So the first one, pick one of the AI courses, the AI automation engineer, generative AI for data analyst, or generative AI for HR analyst. So secure one, learn the skill. Number 2, build a portfolio of projects. I showed you one of the guys that currently that's going through the training program, has built his portfolio, and those are the kind of things that you're going to be working on, building a stellar portfolio that will showcase. I want to share with people that this is what I've done before. You can showcase it, create videos and all that, post it on your YouTube, post it on your profile, and all that. That will sound as a proof of concept that you know exactly what you're talking about. Number 3 is niche down. You're not creating solutions for everybody. Okay, you're not creating solutions for everybody. So if you want to go into real estate, so there are quite a number of real estate businesses in Nigeria at the moment, okay, that quite a number of things can be implemented, from creating a chatbot to creating a follow-up agents that will follow up with people, or property recommendation systems, so on. There's so many things you can do when it comes to real estate. You could either an HR professional, you could also go into recruitment. So automating recruitment flows. So when you're talking about resume screening, interview scheduling, or you can do like a job matching board, there's so many applications you can actually go into. Marketing, you can do e-commerce, there's hospitality. There's so many niche areas that you can focus on. And that's what I would say. So where are you working at the moment? Okay, and how can you apply it into that domain or industry where you work? So that's the niche that we're talking about. Secure a niche that you know you're very good at, or that you feel very comfortable with. Number 4 is service. Now the key thing is to get one client. That's where we're talking about one client. We're just looking at how do we get one client. So either we visit, or we write a proposal, or we get them online through Fiverr or Upwork, or even going as far as looking for businesses around your area that you can pitch to. That's exactly what we call service. So land and get your first client. This is where we're going to help you, how to write a portfolio, how to write a proposal, how to put yourself out there, how to get your first client. Those are the things that we're going to do for you. Now, number 5, which is the last part, is scaling. The moment you can get it one customer, you get a second customer. So how do you now move from one customer to 10 customers? Okay, or one client to 10 clients. That's exactly what we need to do. That's the scaling that we're talking about. So you see, it doesn't happen like boom, it's easy. I'm just saying it's easy like that. No, it doesn't work that way. And that's exactly why you need people like us to hold you and hold your hands and guide you through how you move from learning to building a portfolio to securing a niche that you want to work with, to building, services around it, and then scaling it eventually to different businesses in Nigeria and literally across the world. That's the AI automation agency. And that's exactly what I do. Currently, my domain is, I don't have a specific domain, and that's because I've serviced quite a number of industries in my experience. So I've worked from medical technology, I've worked with fintech, I've worked with supply chain logistics. So my experience spans a couple of areas. Okay. In the same vein, I have other people that work with me. So I know how to work with people. Do you understand? So I get clients, I get businesses literally across. But what I usually recommend for beginners that are getting started is to niche. It makes it easy for you to look for certain type of clients for you to work with and deliver solutions for. So learn first. That's the first thing. Learn, create a portfolio, niche down to a particular niche, real estate, e-commerce, whatever, supply chain, logistics, whatever the case may be, or even Instagram vendors. Okay, so you see a lot of vendors on Instagram. Can you pitch to them to see how you can automate some of their services, lead generation? So when you get a lead, how do they need to chat with them every single time? No, I can create a report that will do X, Y, Z for you. All right, if you work with a recruitment firm, rather than creating CVs and reviewing CVs manually, I can create an agent that will review people's CV and tell you the CVs to review based on your predefined criteria. Okay, so that's exactly what you're looking at. So like I said, the goal for us at the end of this session is for you to either get a job or start up your own AI agency. That's exactly what you're looking at. Those are the two things that we're looking at. So when you're looking at jobs, there are quite a number of places you can get a job. We have Fiverr, we have Upwork, we have Built-in, we have Flex Jobs, we have LinkedIn. I showed you a little bit about how to use LinkedIn to get remote jobs. Wellfound is another one, Working Nomads, Remote.ok, Job Expresso, Europe Remotely, Skip the Drive. These are places where you can get remote roles. So I'm just going to show you one of them just because we don't have enough time anymore. So I'm going to go to Built-in. Built-in is one of my favorite platforms for guys that are looking for remote opportunities. All right. So like I said, I'm currently in Canada, but for you in Nigeria, I would think you should put in the United States. United States they have a lot more opportunity for people within the tech space. Okay. So I'm going to select fully remote. That's what I'm looking for, and I'm going to click on apply. So now, let's say for the data professionals in the house that are looking at getting data related roles. So I'm going to look at data analyst, okay? And I'm going to search for the keyword. So this is remote roles in the US. Currently, this is remote roles in the US, fully remote roles, okay? And like I said, most of the roles there are very fresh, new in the past day, 2 days, maximum 2-3 days, you'll get roles in there. So you see here, this is a lead data analyst, this is a data analyst and researcher, this is a data analyst and refiner, and these are all remote roles in the US, okay? Remote roles in the US. Another one that you could take, and the same thing with HR professionals too. Don't think it's only data. So if I look at HR, okay, and there are so many other type of names that you could actually search for. So rather than just HR or HR analyst, okay, you see HR generalist, you see human resource, quite a number of HR related roles are in here. This was 8 hours ago, okay, this is a with field, okay, human resource outsource senior consultant, so that's HR, okay. You could also search for people analyst, okay, and you'll still see quite a number of roles within that people space. So people analyst, HR analyst, talent analyst, these are different terminologies that you could use. So same thing with data analyst, there's also business intelligence analyst. So there are quite a number of roles that you could apply to. There's quite a number of roles that you could apply to today in order for you to get started, to be honest with you, quite a number of roles. So when you're looking at roles today, don't look at it as data analyst, HR analyst, AI automation engineer. There are so many other variation of names, maybe conventions that you could actually apply to, and you will still get a lot of search results, okay? So business intelligence, I'm going to look at business intelligence, okay, I'll just BI, okay? Okay, and you see quite a number of BI roles in there in order for you to get into business intelligence engineer, and so on and so forth. All right, so these are some of the few job sites. There's also flex jobs. So you will take a look at flex jobs. Flex jobs is another very good platform for you to get remote roles literally across the world. The good thing about this one here is it looks at remote roles literally across the world, not just in Nigeria, not just in the US, but anywhere. They have a very cool feature. So you see option for remote. Mostly you see there's a part where if you're searching for a job, just give me a second, I'm going to scroll back up so I can show you real quick. Start a remote job search now, okay? So you see here, I'm looking for 100% remote work. So when you're creating your account, you can actually just select 100% remote work. And you would get options for 100% remote opportunities in literally across the world. So you can get one in Malaysia, you can get in Singapore, you can get in the UK, you can get anywhere in the world. All right. Job Express is another place. Now Europe remotely is another very good platform. Okay. So for people that are looking for roles working remotely in Europe, okay. So rather than looking for remote roles in the US, you can also look at Europe remotely, okay, and you see roles in there, okay. EU remote jobs, and you see for remote job seekers, you can accept, and you take it to remote roles in Europe, okay. So you can check it out, and these are places where we're going to show you how to land jobs, basically. So how can I start today? Okay, how can I get started today? We have a course starting next week, Saturday, on the 11th of October. We have a course starting next week, Saturday, on the 11th. That's next week, Saturday. So you want to be part of the first 20 people. We're currently running a discount for the first 20 people. So the first 20 people, AI automation engineer. So that's the one where you get to build LLM apps and AI agents. So currently, the price is going for 200,000, but we're doing a 25% discount. So it means you can get a discount for what you can get a discount of 50,000 naira. So it's 150,000 naira. Generative AI for data analysts, instead of 200,000, we're running a 50% discount. It makes it 100,000 naira. Generative AI for HR analysts is 100,000 naira. We're also running a 50% discount, giving you an opportunity of another 100,000 discount. So the discounted amount is only available for the first 20 people. The discounted amount is only available for the first 20 people. All right, so 150,000, okay, 100,000 and 100,000. okay? And that's the discounted amount for anybody that is looking to get it started, the first 20 people. All right. Now, the good thing also is you don't need to pay 100% of the money today to get started next week. All you need to pay today to get started next week is 50%. Okay. So out of 150,000 naira, you could pay 75%. You can pay 75,000 today. Then in 2 weeks into the session, 2 weeks into the session, you can complete the remaining 75,000 naira. Now, if you're going for Gen AI for data analyst or HR analyst, all you need to pay today to secure, to be part of the first 20 people, we need 50,000 naira. So you're only paying 50% of the money to get started. Okay, so if you're looking at getting started, the discount is only available for the first 20 people. 150,000 for AI automations engineer, the 100,000 for HR data analyst, and AI for data analyst and AI for HR analyst. What's due today is just 50% of that. So out of 150, to secure your space, 75,000. To secure your space for data analyst, 50,000. To secure your space for HR analyst, it's also 50,000 naira. So it is 50% today, due today, and the remaining balance is due in 2 weeks. Now we have this the account details on the screen. You can take the screenshot of the account details, and then once you've made your payment, all you need to do is click on the link that you see on the screen. And my colleagues are also dropping it in the chat. You see Treasure, my colleague Treasure is dropping it in the chat. All you need to do is click on the link. Once you've made your payment, click on the link and just fill the form. Put in your preferred email address, your full name, your email address, your phone number, your job title, organization name, your preferred training program. So whatever training program you paid for, select it in here. What are your skill sets? What is your payment plan? So did you pay in full or did you pay, are you paying in 2 installments? If it's 2 installments, you click on 2 installments and we know that you either pay 75,000 or 50,000. All right, how many people are you registering for? So if you have an organization and you want to register your staff, that's fantastic. You can register as many people as you want. Okay. How did you hear about us? You can just select that and that's it. So lastly, you'll need to upload the receipt of payment. So once you make your payment, take a screenshot of the transaction details and upload the receipt. Remember, this discount is only available for the first 20 people. All right, it's not for everybody. And it's not for anybody, okay? It's only available for the first 20 people. Now, like I mentioned, the session happens every weekend for the next 4 weeks, happens every Saturday and every Sunday. All sessions are recorded. Every single session is recorded, and you will get access to the recording. You will have access to the recording. Now, all the sessions are recorded, like I mentioned, and they are stored in what we call the Google Classroom. Okay, so once you make your payment and we confirm payment, you will be added to a Google Classroom like this. Okay, and you would have access to every single thing that is being done, all the materials, all the recordings, all the discussions, everything will be in the Google Classroom. Now, everything is there, okay? So you see everything is recorded, Saturday recorded and Sunday recording. You see another one, building LLM powered apps with document retrieval. So let's take a look at this, okay? Let's take a look at the video recording so you see exactly what I'm talking about. So this is exactly part of the things you're going to be working on. So you can see now this is the builder up and this is the life class. This is the life class, and you're going to be building your own document retrieval, documents, your own memory-based, your own memory-based AI agents that can remember and you can build everything that you're working on. All right, so you see everything practical, all practical from beginning to the end. So this is one of their live classes, and you see all the live classes are there for your use. Okay, so even if you miss a session, you have access to the recording. You have a WhatsApp group also you'll be added to where you could always have conversations with your specialist, the person that's going to be your trainer, and even I'll be there in group chats where you can ask me questions and we can have conversations about anything that you're working on. Okay, so you see every session is practical where you're going to be building different type of projects to get you started within the AI domain space. Okay. So looking at getting started, this is exactly what you need, for you to get started within the AI domain. So AI automation engineer, AI for data analyst, and AI for HR analyst. And like I said, there are tons of people that we've helped to get in these jobs. Okay, so these are the flyers. If you want to read more about it, they have the curriculum here. So just click on this link and it will take you to the page where you can view the curriculum. So the curriculum is there for you to read more about it. That's if the session is not enough for you, you can go ahead to read more about the AI automation engineering course and all the courses that we have there. Just on the side note, you can see we belong to the Alberta Catalyzer platform where we got into last year within the Canadian space. So long story short, that's where we get to work with different businesses, and we've helped a ton of people in Canada also get jobs based on this collaboration. All right, so if you have people in Canada or you're looking to move into Canada, this is why we are. This is why we're doing the things that we're doing. So the course you're going to be taking, the AI automation program, the AI related courses, is also accredited by the American Council for Training and Development. So you need to be a part of it. Okay. So if you're looking at relocating to the US or you're looking at getting started in the US, this is another advantage for you to say. So the courses are accredited. So after the training program, you would also get a certificate that will back up your application process. So more success stories, we have people literally across the world, like I mentioned, Ikmat, Ramat, Tony, Pavel. I talked about Pavel earlier. You see Pavel now sharing some of the things that he did. Hope also based in Canada, Damilari based in the UK, Fikayo also got a job. And you see these are people that have gone through our program and they're getting jobs literally across the world. And like I said, we can keep going for months, and I'll be showing you people that have gone through our program and they've been able to secure a job. Okay, so I think I'm done with the session. So I'm using the next 15 minutes to answer some questions, then we can call it a day. But remember, the discount is only available for the first 20 people. It's only available for the first 20 people. So if you're looking at getting started, I would say you should do that ASAP. Do that as soon as possible, because even amongst the first 20 people, you are likely missing out. Okay, you are likely missing out. And let me show you something. If you're not part of the first 20 people, if I come to people today, you just see that most of the people there, are in there to showcase what you need to talk about. So once you're not part of the first 20 people, you are likely not going to get a full amount. You're likely not going to get the discounted amount. You likely have to pay the full amount. So you want to be part of the first 20 people to get access to the discount. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat, or you can raise up your hand and I'll take your questions and then we can call it a day. Anybody? Any question? All right, so I have two people raising up their hands. So I'm going to have to get you to turn on your microphone. Okay, so let me go with Mike. Meet you. Not sure. Is it Michael? Michael, or is it Mikey? Mikey. Okay, I'm going to go to Prince. Prince, can I hear from you? Calabo Prince, yes.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening, Femina. Hope I got your name correctly.
Oh, yes, you did. Absolutely, Prince. Where are you based, Prince? Where are you joining from?
Port Harcourt.
Port Harcourt. Okay, good to have you there. Good to have you there.
All right, thank you. Thanks for the presentation and everything. I really enjoyed the session. And even when you brought up the Economic Forum report, I had to just go and look at it directly on their site, and I could see that the future is AI. It used to be the future is female, but now the future is AI.
Let's go. 100%, yeah.
Personally, I've been looking around AI and everything, And yes, it's something I really need to get on board, because then that's the future, whether we like it or not. But my main question is presently my current role. I'm a learning and development training specialist for my business, and
Okay.
I have HR certification as well. But I'm
Okay.
about to write the exam like next week. And I'm looking at the three programs here. All of them are very important. But my question is, as a professional that you are, where would you advise me to start?
Okay, very good question. So you, in terms of HR data analyst, or what's your goal at the end of the day? Let me ask.
My goal basically is to, will I say, be AI certified in some way
Mm. Okay.
and be relevant to get some roles, especially remote roles as well. Working from Nigeria here would be nice.
Okay.
Um, so basically, that's what I personally want to do. But I'll be looking forward to doing something that is more aligned to what I'm doing currently,
Yeah.
and I can, learn fast and apply.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I usually would tell most people, Prince, for you, I would say that you should play towards the area of, always play to the area of the strength. All right. So you see, when I was looking at transitioning, I played to the area of my strength. I love numbers. I love dealing with numbers. I love, something that's what I love. So if HR is something that you love, I would say you should stick to HR. Okay. And the reason I'm saying that is if you're going to be building something around AI for HR, that's exactly where you're going to succeed the most because it's going to be easy for you to get clients, number one. It's going to be easy for you to leverage whatever experience you've had in the past, okay, because of your learning and development skills. How can you build stuff? But what are the major challenges that you face today? Take, for example, training needs assessments, okay, within the organization. How can you effectively track that? How can you build an AI automation engineer that would get people's responses from different part of the company, and you can use that to have conversation as to let AI decide what kind of training they should go for, or what training they are currently lacking. Okay, so let AI do all those kind of things. I mean, those are the kind of real life applications that you could actually do. When you're looking at HR as a spectrum, you're looking at recruitment, you're looking at performance evaluation, you're looking at what else is there? Absenteeism. You're looking at there are quite a number of areas within HR that you can apply AI to. So I would say if you're looking at getting started, okay, the AI for HR analysts will be the best way for you to get started. And once you're done with that, okay, obviously as you're done with that, you can leverage AI as for automation, you can leverage AI for analytics. Then you can start to look at, okay, what more can I do? And you can go for the AI automation engineer in the future. Well, for a start, that's going to be sufficient for you. I would say it should be the AI for HR analyst. Okay. Is that okay, Prince? Is that something that works for you?
Yeah, thank you very much. That's very clear. Thanks.
All right, no problem. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks again for for coming to the session, and that's everybody. Pretty much answered the majority of the questions I had today, so I remember the name. Abiodun Adegboju. Now hear from you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for the session, and I've been following tenth analytics up to like more than a year now, and
Wow.
the question I want to really ask and is concerning this generative AI for HR analysts, because that is where my strength is. Because we've made mention of the strength that we should focus on our strengths, and that is my.
Yes.
But the question I want to ask is this: uh, if uh, can with this program, someone that has not been using the analytics tools before, will this program be enough for the person and make the person to start from the scratch and also to become a professional, to be able to stand and also to make use of the knowledge being from knowledge gotten from this training? That is the question I want to ask.
No. Absolutely. You don't need to have like prior experience working with these tools. Okay, and that's why I say it's beginner friendly. Okay, so majority of the reports, majority of the things that you're doing today can easily be automated using AI, and that's exactly what we're going to be teaching. Even though we're still going to teach you some basic stuff in Excel, Power BI, we're still going to do some stuff in those areas, but these are things that you can easily pick up by yourself, or we will teach you in class. But what we're going to be focusing on majorly is going to be leveraging how to use AI. Okay. Now, I was speaking to one of a friend of mine. I would say sometimes this year. Okay, and currently he was looking for a data analyst, and that's the reason why he reached out to me. He works with AstraZeneca, the pharmaceutical company based in the UK. So we were talking, and he was telling me that, oh, they're looking for data analysts at the moment. And I was like, oh, fantastic. We have quite a number of people based in the UK that I could recommend for the role. So it's not like, oh, if you need somebody that knows how to use ChatGPT to write products, best results. That, he doesn't want somebody that will spend another 3-4 days building a dashboard. They want somebody fast, build, access, get things done fast and more efficient. And I was like, oh yeah, well, ChatGPT is embedded in our curriculum, and and I recommended somebody. Eventually, one of them was able to get the job. Okay, so now today in today's job market, asking the right question is better than learning the tools itself. Okay, so you know how to use Excel, Power BI, and all that, but if you don't know how to ask the right questions, okay, to build a solution to the problem, then it's like saying you have a laptop, but you don't know how to turn it on. Do you understand? So you know how to use Power BI, but you don't know how to use it to drive insights in any organization. But that's essentially what we're going to teach you. Okay, so if we're looking at the AI for each analyst, we're going to walk you through step by step on how to use AI, for analytics, for reporting, insight generation, and so on and so forth. Does that make sense to you, Abiodun?
Yes.
So you don't need anything to guess. You don't need anything. All the courses are beginner friendly, so they start from the ground and walk you up to where you need to be.
Okay. So yes, what is the duration of the program?
A month, 1 month, 4 weeks. So 4 weeks, Saturdays and Sundays. So 3 hours on Saturday, 3 hours on Sunday. So that's 6 hours every weekend. So Saturday and Sunday, 3 hours.
Okay, perfect. So if I'm not paying today, is it 100,000 I'm going to pay, or?
It depends. Most likely we're going to get 20 people before the end of the weekend. I would encourage you to pay as soon as possible. Okay. If we've not, and that's unlikely. Very unlikely. So what I would say is, if you want to pay sometimes on Monday or maximum Tuesday, we can still give you. You can make your payment and let them know that we had a conversation on a call. Okay. So somebody can reach out to you and just tell them, oh, you had a call. You had a conversation with the Femena that you would want to pay like on Monday or on Tuesday. Yeah, that's it. Then I'll give you a confirmation. Yeah. So that's what I was saying. Yeah, that works.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, someone is asking. Thank you so much, Abiodun. Thanks for taking our time to listen to us today. I would like to make my payment by Monday or Tuesday latest. Prince, that's fine with me also. You'll be very interactive with class, so I'm pretty sure my colleagues are on call, so they're taking notes of Prince and Abiodun. So we'll definitely, once you make the payment, we'll give you an exception. But remember, it's only the first 20 people. Okay, so if you're not part of the first 20 people, my guys, if you don't speak, how will I know if you don't speak? So Joy said, what about me, sir? How would I know if you don't speak, Joy? Okay, so it's always like Superfood Global is asking, please, what does the curriculum for Gen AI for HR analysts cover? Fantastic question. So like I said, the curriculum is on the flyer. So once you get access to the materials, just come anywhere. You'll see where you see view curriculum here. I'm going to click on it, and it's going to take me to this page where I have the curriculum. Okay, so in the curriculum, all I need to do is I'll scroll down I'll scroll down to where I have AI for HR analyst. This for data, and all the way down, you see curriculum, generative AI for HR analysts and professionals. So HR analysts, people analysts, HR business partners, talent managers. So that's the target audience if you're an HR professional. So like I said, the training program is beginner friendly, starts from the foundation of Gen AI for HR analysts. So you see evolution of HR, overview of generative AI in HR data sources, tool setups, ChatGPT, Power BI, Copilot, Excel, survey analytics tool, and so on. So practicals, use AI to analyze employee satisfaction survey reports. Like I said, beginner friendly stuff from the beginning, basic, and all that. Build a quick AI power dashboard, attrition trends, and all that. Prompt engineering for HR analysts, AI automation for HR workflows. Okay, so this place you get to work with HR. This is where you get to work with Anytime to build HR automations, okay, creating your own AI agents and so on within the organization. Introduction to workflow automation in HR, Anytime installation and interface walkthrough, and all that. The next week, the next day, actually, multi-agent systems in HR analytics. So from single AI assistants to HR AI analyst, okay? So this is where you're going to be building your own AI agents to do HR tasks, so automate some of the HR tasks within the organization. Week 3, you have AI tools for every HR analyst. So this is where you start to work with analytics tools, AI analytics tools like Julius AI, Breaks, Data, GPT, and so on and so forth for analytics. In the same vein, you will still have text to speech, text to SQL, all right, AI for SQL in HR. And week 4, you have applied AI in HR capstone projects, AI enterprise HR platforms, capstone and portfolio building. So this is where you get to build projects in AI. So that's exactly what you're going to be looking at. All right. So does that make sense? Does that answer your question when it comes to Gen AI for AI? So what does that curriculum? Okay, yes, I think I've answered that question. Any other question? Do you recommend learning more than one workflow application? I would say you should stick to one for now. Okay, I would say you should stick to one. Okay, or workflow application. I'm not sure what you mean by that. So if it's workflow automation application, so the likes of Flowwise and Anytime. I would say if that's your question, I would say you should stick with. You can learn more. You can learn them in the course. You're going to be learning about at least 2 major ones. Okay, so Anytime, Flowwise. The 2 major ones you're going to be working with. But there's also Make. Make is also another very good platform. So the 2 ones that we're going to be using for this for our training, we are going to be using Anytime. Anytime is the leading one that is the most easily customizable one. Okay, so you see here, Anytime, Anytime, what do you call it? Where is it? Okay, so Anytime is what you have there. Okay. AI workflow automation. So you're going to be working with Anytime. This is workflow applications. Okay. So the next one also is Flowwise that you're going to be learning for AI automation engineering. Flowwise is another one that you're going to be working with. Flowwise is also very, very easy to use. It's almost like Anytime, if not easier than Anytime. Also, in the same vein, you can use applications like Make. So Make is a very good application. It's a good application for automation also drag and drop. But now the thing is, majority of these ones are paid, okay? So Make currently is paid, it's not free of charge. Anytime is also paid, but I mean, even on the free version, you can do quite a number of things, okay? So same thing with Flowwise, Make is another workflow orchestration tool, okay? So I mean, it's fantastic. AI automation is the future, I would like to say. AI automation, AI workflows are the future. So if you're looking at getting started, this is the best place for you to come learn and get started. All right, fantastic. And a wonderful time today. Remember, guys, the discount is only available for the first 20 people. If you're looking at getting started, the training program starts next week, Saturday. It's going to be for 4 weeks, every Saturday and every Sunday. You get to build projects from day 1. Okay, and you get to build multiple projects. So the goal for us at the end of the day is either you get a job or you start your own AI agency. And I'll be working with you to ensure that you actually get started. Okay, so if you're looking at getting started, you shouldn't be wasting any more time. Okay, shouldn't be wasting any more time. All right. So you had a wonderful time. You can unmute yourself and say, yeah, yeah. I had a wonderful time, guys. I had a wonderful time. Let's
Thank
go.
you, sir. Thank you, sir. Really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
Yeah.
you. I had a great time.
I had a great time too. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So looking forward to having you guys on board. Remember the discounts that are available for the first 20
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Let's go, Charles. Looking forward to having you on board. And yeah, I mean, take care of spells. And I'll say this: today's prize is not going to be tomorrow's prize.
Thank you,
If you're looking at
sir.
getting started in 2 months, 3 months time, I can tell you the price you see today is not going to be the price. So if you're looking at getting started, this is the best time for you to get started. Looking forward to having you guys on board. And I mean, have a wonderful weekend, everyone. And bye for now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go.